Los Angeles is in trouble, because a group of sentinels are causing chaos. They're programmed to find and kill mutants, people with special powers. The sentinels scan people to see if they're mutants, and then attack them. Tonight on Channel 9 News Update, Boaz Eshelman reports that the trial of the sentinels, robots meant to find and stop mutants, was successful. They found and stopped a group of mutants in Los Angeles, without hurting anyone else. Some people think these mutants were behind recent bombings in New York and Washington. Magneto, the leader of the mutants, says humans are like parasites on mutant resources. He promises more attacks, until mutants take over. Professor Bolivar Trask, who made the sentinels, is happy with how they work, and thinks they'll be even better in the future. Some regular people are now fighting back against mutants, starting in Los Angeles. They plan to catch all mutants in the US within the next 2 months. In New York, Ahmed tells Mr. Rasputin, also known as Colossus, Ahmed heard he sends money to his family in Siberia. Colossus threatens Ahmed to check the merchandise. Ahmed examines a KGB suitcase, and seems happy with the deal, saying they'll do business again. But Colossus interrupts, wanting to count the money. Ahmed suggests the money might not be real, depending on where it comes from. As Colossus and his team stand by their car, they hear the loud noise of helicopter blades. Looking up, they see a helicopter. The enemies launches a surprise attack from the helicopter, shooting bullets from its mounted weapons. Bullets hit the car, causing sparks. Unfortunately, Colossus' team dies in the attack, but Colossus remains unharmed because he can turn his body into tough steel, giving him superpowers. Jean tells Colossus that he's not alone, even though he thinks he's in danger, because people know he's a mutant. She welcomes him to join the X-Men, making him feel accepted and part of a team. In Xavier Institute, Cyclops introduces himself as Scott Summers, and suggests that while in uniform, the team should refer to him as Cyclops. Before meeting the professor, he instructs the team to confirm their individual code names, to ensure unity and clarity within the group. Beast wonders about whether black latex uniforms are suitable for teenage students, expressing concern. Cyclops explains that the uniforms hide their mutant genes from the sentinels. Colossus worries about the painters revealing their secret, but Professor Charles Xavier assures him they won't remember anything. Despite feeling uneasy, Colossus accepts the professor's invitation for a drink in the library. Professor Xavier introduces himself, and apologizes for not standing up due to his physical condition. Beast asks if a room without books can still be called a library. The professor responds that his fast reading speed makes it hard to turn pages, so he reads the minds of writers as they type. He mentions that many good ideas never make it to print. Storm questions why they're using high school nicknames like Colossus and Beast, instead of their real names. Professor Xavier explains that these names aren't just nicknames, but labels for their abilities and personalities. He reveals that he and Magneto once devised the idea together, as a way to give mutants a sense of identity beyond their ancestors. Despite previously denying involvement with Magneto, the professor admits they were once close, and helped build a mutant sanctuary. However, he acknowledges that even the sanctuary eventually ended, showing that nothing lasts forever. Colossus asks what caused the disagreement between Professor Xavier and Magneto. Professor explains that Magneto wanted mutants to overthrow society, but Xavier disagreed, fearing it would lead to disaster for both mutants and humans. That's why Xavier formed the school. He stresses the importance of finding mutants, before Magneto does, to prevent a war. Colossus wonders how Xavier found them, given his caution. Xavier reveals he used the Cerebro system, which helps locate mutants with unique abilities. Professor Xavier says that Cerebro boosts his psychic powers, helping him counter Magneto's efforts to recruit mutants. While using Cerebro, he sensed Cyclops arriving outside with a potential student, named Bobby Drake. Bobby is a scared 15-year-old mutant, who ran away from home to protect his family from sentinel attacks. However, he's unsure of his powers. In New York, Professor Xavier uses Cerebro to find Bobby. Once they locate him, Xavier sends his team of mutants on their first mission together. X-Men encounter Bobby, who is alone and frightened on a bus in downtown New York City. Before they can invite Bobby to join them at Xavier's school for gifted youngsters, sentinels attack, interrupting their plans. Cyclops understands Beast's worries about being easily spotted. Beast asks for help, but Cyclops explains they can't get backup right now. Beast compliments Cyclops on his efforts, and worries about their safety. Jean Grey says they need teamwork to handle the situation. Cyclops gives orders to Jean, Colossus, and Storm. Storm is unsure, because she once almost hurt kids with her powers. Cyclops insists everyone helps or they'll be in trouble. Storm agrees, but worries about causing accidental damage. Storm unleashes bolts of lightning, to hit the sentinels exactly where she wants, making them explode from the inside, tearing them apart. Cyclops is impressed by Storm's ability to control her powers and take down 3 sentinels, but when he looks around he notices Storm lying unconscious on the ground. Bobby is surprised they're surrounded by sentinels, but Beast calms him down. 2 imposing sentinels flank Beast, on either side ready to attack. He knows he can't beat them directly. With perfect timing, he jumps just as the sentinels unleash their energy blasts, causing them to hit each other instead. Colossus, feeling confident, lifts a bus and throws it towards the sentinels, but he's unaware that they're behind him, preparing to attack. The sentinels release an energy blast, catching Colossus by surprise and knocking him down. Cyclops steps in, calling the sentinels pieces of trash, and prepares to defend against them with his optic blast. Cyclops tells Jean to act fast, but she's worried about the people in danger. He urges her to do something, but Jean says she can't handle the weight of the threat. Bobby tells everyone to calm down, and uses his powers to freeze the sentinels. Bobby took action and froze the sentinel in mid-fall. Beast compliments Iceman, but the civilians continue to attack him with glass bottles and bricks, calling him a freak. Beast scolds the civilians for hurting Iceman, but they show their dislike towards mutants. Jean tries to reason with them, saying Iceman saved their lives, but Cyclops tells her to forget it. The X-Men decide to leave to avoid more trouble.